left fielder, number 15, Preston Lau. At first base, number 17, Brendan
4-0 shutout by Richie.
Villabrile.
We're converting him into a starter.
Oh, really? Good.
Catching for
And
that.
McCann, this is starting.
Number 28, Carson Trumbull. Right field, number 14,
Awesome.
Eric Lundberg. At third base, number 7, Andrew Beavers. At center field, number 3, John Patty. And pitching for the Oahe Zap, Abel Onzalua. All right, let's introduce your Spearfish Sasquatch. Playing center field, number 4, Bryson Hoyer. DH tonight, number 19, Seth Nelson. Second base, number 24, Ryan Bachman. First base, number 27, DJ Van Atten. At shortstop, number 9, Luigi Reyes. Left field, number 3, Trey Norwell. Third base, number 35, Chaz Crook. At catcher, number 2, Christian Soto. Right field, number 38, Daniel Beeson. And pitching for your Sasquatch, number 32, Noah McCandless. Fans, we ask you please stand and remove the cap for our national anthem. Be sung tonight by Lori Redfield.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How you guys doing tonight?
Welcome to the field, throwing up the ceremonial first pitch for tonight's game. They're actually the one that gave drink tickets for all the ladies. It is from Partridge Financial, Christian Gullickson. Lauren, let's get this game kicked off. Who do you have on the field with you?
All right, Sasquatch fans, I'm down your way. Union. And they have something to say. Let's play ball!
There's a landing
Long time no see, Sasquatch Nation. We're back at Black Hills Energy Stadium for Game 2 of the doubleheader, Game 3 of the homestand versus the Oahe Zap, and the final home game of the first half of the summer. It's hard to believe we're already at that point, but here we are. Rain, everything has just made this first half absolutely fly. The fact we've been on the road more than we've been home for this first half. But here we are. Second half, we'll have more home games, and hopefully July brings a nice month of sun and more baseball to be played. That hopefully will get a great atmosphere here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. A solid one here for Game 2. Gates still open and people still flooding in waves. So probably we'll see around the second or third inning some more people into this game and a better environment. But right now, a solid one here after conclusion of Game 1, where the Sasquatch took the victory by 4-0, included Dylan Ritchie pitching an absolute gem. 7 innings, a complete game in that one. Went all 7 innings, pitched all 21 outs, only allowed 5 hits, 5 total base runners, and was spectacular. 7 strikeouts, 5 of them looking. Dylan Ritchie had a masterclass, and now Noah McCandless looking to do the exact same thing. The 2 Sasquatch closers getting the starts here in these games. The Sasquatch looking for a home stand sweep before we go over to Pierce, South Dakota for the Zap and go play them in their hometown. Trevor Seagraves playing shortstop today. He leads off. He takes the first pitch upstairs from McCandless behind the dish. For the Sasquatch, Christian Soto takes over. And in the infield, Chaz Crook, Luis Reyes at short, Ryan Bachman back at second base, giving it a go after that collision in Game 1 of the day. Took him out in the second inning. Second pitch can be grounded over. Reyes moving, throw cross diamond in time over to first to DJ Van Atten, who mans first base in this one. And there's one away. Covered DJ Van Atten at first. Now we move to the outfield. Trey Vorwald manning left field once again. He takes over for Gage Crott, who had a pretty good Game 1, including a rope single in the left field. Bryson Hoyer back in center field, where he mans almost every single game for the last 2 summers. Become an everyday player for the Sasquatch. Player back in last summer. Takes over again in center field the minute he got here, and he hasn't looked back, starting every single game in center field. In right field, Daniel Thiessen is going to make his first appearance of the day, and he starts in right field today. That pitch misses high, 1-0 count to Tyler Hoffman, the second baseman, and batting second on deck, Gage Huffman, the designated hitter today for the Zap here in Game 2, trying to avoid the 3 straight losses and a sweep. Breaking ball misses upstairs. I don't think McCandless loves it, but it misses. And it's a 2-0 count early to Tyler Hoffman. Game 1 was a doozy here at Black Hills Energy Stadium, a defensive showdown. Only 9 hits combined between the 2 teams. 4 runs, all 4 of them for the Sasquatch. That one low. It's a 3-0 count early from McCandless. It was the free passes and the one error the Zap had. They handed out 7 free bases if you include hit by pitch and walks. It was just a disaster for them all around. The 3-0 pitch from McCandless finds his own, and the crowd lets him hear it. The crowd trying to get into it here at Black Hills Energy Stadium and get behind Noah McCandless, who last time he was in this ballpark did not have the most fun night, but in his most recent appearance was spectacular in Fremont. The 3-1 fouled away. Count goes full, a 3-0 count. Started out at 3-0. Looked like Hoffman might be getting a 1-out walk. Noah McCandless strikes back with 2 in the zone, get the full count. McCandless in his last appearance in Fremont was spectacular at 8 innings, 2 hits and 1 walk, 3 total base runners, was amazing. 8 strikeouts, 110 pitches, so he's had a little bit off, and now he gets the go-ahead from Jarrett Hunt. 3-2 pitch fouled away into the backstop. We'll get another full count pitch here to Tyler Hoffman, the second baseman, and that's something the Zap got to do. You need to work the pitch count of Noah McCandless today. That's something they failed to do with Dylan Ritchie. He got through that game with 78 pitches, averaging just over 11 pitches an inning. We can basically call it 11 and maybe .1. Here's the payoff pitch from McCandless. Once again, swing and a miss. He got Hoffman to go down swinging. A 3-0 count. Noah McCandless fights all the way back and gets a second out of the inning via strikeout. Tyler Hoffman goes back to the dugout. Gage Huffman comes up to the plate, DHing today for this Zap team. He did not play in Game 1 of the day. He played in Game 1 of the series. Started in center field, came into pitch in the 8th inning. Did not have a very fun inning. Did not complete the inning. Was pulled after letting up a few runs, but now gets the go-ahead here as a DH. We might see him pitch later in the game. You never know. He has pitched 3 innings all year, and all 3 of them have come against this Sasquatch team, so might see number 4 later in the game, depending. Chops back the second pitch to Crook. He backhands it, cross diamond, throw a rocket to first. Chaz Crook guns him. 1, 2, 3 to start this one out. We go to the bottom half of the first. Sasquatch, Hoyer, Nelson, Bachman looking to get the offense rolling early. Beautiful play by Chaz Crook ends the top of the first.
Jet Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance. We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today and let's get you to your peak.
Bryson Hoyer set the lead off here in the bottom of the first inning. He led off the bottom of the first. Last game was hit by a pitch, came around and scored the first run of the game. The eventual winning run of the game of the Sasquatch had a complete game shutout from Dylan Ritchie. Bryson Hoyer leading off here in the first, takes the first pitch way inside for ball 1. Abel Anzaldua onto the mound for this Zap team. Will go through the Zap defensively. Carson Trumpold's going to be behind the dish, catching for Anzaldua at the hot corner. Andrew Beavers returns after getting the first game off in this series. Hoyer ducks out of the way of that one, almost struck him in the head. At short, Trevor Seagraves. At second, it's going to be Tyler Hoffman, the beer batter here in Spearfish, South Dakota. And manning first base is going to be Brandon Villabrile. 2-0 pitch to Hoyer. Watches it low for a strike. Count goes 2-1. Go to the outfield. It's going to be Preston Lau manning left field. In center, going to be John Patty. He came into pitch in game 1. Was spectacular for the Zap team while they tried to mount a comeback. But unfortunately for them, the Sasquatch just kept on rolling. That one misses for a 3-1 count. And lastly, in right field, it's going to be Eric Lemberg. He's going to be rounding out the outfield on the right side. DHing for the Zap, of course, Gage Huffman went down on a ground ball to third base. Chaz Crook retired him to end the first. DHing for the Sasquatch today is going to be Seth Nelson. He stands on deck. Here's the 3-1 to Bryson Hoyer. He skies that one foul. Count goes full. It's a full count for Bryson Hoyer. Something I learned about Bryson on the road at Fremont actually told me. He has a different pair of batting gloves. He has about 7 of them, he said, and he changes them every at-bat if he doesn't like the way the at-bat went. Might be his 5th pair of batting gloves today as he went 0 for 4 in game 1. Watches that one go. He'll take a walk. Bryson Hoyer works the pitch count, gets a 7-pitch walk, and he mans first base. Seth Nelson, the designated hitter today, comes to the plate, and Nelson did not play in game 1 of the day, but played in game 1 back on Tuesday. It was great. He had 3 singles, was 3 for 6, 3 singles, a stolen base, 3 runs scored, multiple RBIs to his night. We'll see if he can continue being hot at the plate. First pitch misses outside, doesn't get a chance on that one. It's a 1-0 count to Nelson. On deck, Ryan Bachman back into the lineup after getting absolutely destroyed in the Bates Pats in game 1 by Jackson Mix. Took him out of that game, but he's back in the lineup here. Another one outside, not pitching to Nelson, maybe a little bit scared. They know hitting for contact a lot lately. In Dickinson was phenomenal at the plate, was 1 for 9 going into that series, and since then, he's gone up and he has not looked back. 2-0 count to Nelson. Swings at that one, lifts it high in the air, foul behind the backstop. Count goes 2-1, so 2 straight counts and went 2-0. And Anzaldúa delivered a beautiful 2-0 pitch on both of them. Got a called strike one on Hoyer, gets Nelson to foul that one off for strike one. 2-1 count, Seth Nelson. Hoyer, the conservative lead over there at first, takes an extra step now as Anzaldúa goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch, Hoyer takes off. That one's high, Trumpled the throw, it's on the money, the tag is not in time, Hoyer got under it. A stolen bag and Hoyer's in scoring position. Carson Trumpled has had plethora of time on every chance that he's had to throw a runner out, and he just puts the ball a little bit too high, and right there, Hoffman couldn't get the glove down in time. It's a stolen bag. Talk about Seth Nelson. This guy was batting 1 for 9 going into the Dickinson series, goes 5 for 15 on the road, and was spectacular. Got himself to 238 coming into the game, and then went 3 for 6 in his last game. So since starting 1 for 9, that average has just skyrocketed. He's looking to continue that here. He has 8 for his last 21. 3-1 count to Nelson. Ryan Bachman staying on deck. Hoyer in scoring position, a chance to open it up early. Breaking ball found the zone. Beautiful pitch, started out in the right-hand batter's box, caught the edge of the plate. Looked like it honestly moved more middle on the lower end. But nonetheless, another full count to Seth Nelson. Hoyer with a nice lead at second. Seagrave's going to hold him. Here's the pitch to Nelson. Takes a rip at that one, fouls it off. We'll see another full count pitch. The Sasquatch driving the pitch count up early to Abel Anzaldúa. Want to work into that bullpen. Graham Young in game 1 was able to go all 6 innings. Despite letting up 4 runs, they were able to go all 6 innings and really help preserve this bullpen for not only this game here in the doubleheader, but the 4 games that we'll see in 3 days over the weekend in Pierre. Here's the full count again to Seth Nelson. Fouls it off once again behind the backstop. We'll see another full count. Nice defensive swing from Nelson on that one. It was looking like it was going to catch the inner lower third. Puts a nice swing on it. Fouls it off, got a piece. He'll see another one. It'll be the 4th full count pitch of the inning already. Bryson Hoyer had one where he managed to walk the first. Seth Nelson seen 2, fouled off both to stay alive. Full count again to Seth Nelson. Hoyer dancing over there at the plate. Nelson hits that one in the right field. It's on a line, and it's over the head of Lemberg. Hoyer's going to take off from second. They're going to wave him around third. Nelson's going to go around second. He's going for 3. The throw from short is not going to be in time. An RBI triple for Seth Nelson. 1-0 early. Turn the Jets on Seth Nelson, a triple. Gets the scoring early, and it's 1-0. No outs in this one for 3-4-5. Bachman, Van Atten, Reyes with a man at third. He rounded second. He had no doubt about it. He was going no matter what. I think assistant coach Anthony Peterson could have gave him the red light, and Seth Nelson was blowing through that thing because he had a full head of steam. He took a wide turn around second base. Ryan Bachman back into the box for the first time since being taken out of game 1. We'll see what he can do here with no outs and a man on third. First pitch takes it low for a strike 1 call. And right now, if you're Anzaldúa, you just need to get that first out. Leadoff walk to Hoyer. He steals second on you. And then Seth Nelson, a bombing triple all the way over the head of Lemberg in right. And that one outside, but a beautiful job by Trumple to pull it back in. And it's an 0-2 count to Bachman. It was a beautiful breaking ball. He just caught the lower outer third. And an even more beautiful frame by Carson Trumple. 1-0 lead for the Sasquatch early. See if Ryan Bachman can make it 2. Takes a rip at that one. It's a fly ball into center field. Going back is John Patty. He's going to make the catch over his head, but a run's going to score. A sac fly for Ryan Bachman. Doubles the lead. It's 2-0 early on. Just 1 out into this one. DJ Van Atten coming up to the plate now. Man right field in both the games on Tuesday and game 1 today. Man right field. He slides over to first base now for this one, giving Jack Naylor and Jack Sutton a little bit of a break. He slides to first, and that just shows you the flexibility of this lineup. Sutton and Naylor, give them a little break. Slide DJ Van Atten there. Seth Nelson stays at the DH spot, and Daniel Thiessen, who bats 9th today, goes to right. The depth of this Sasquatch offense. That's the reason that a lot of people believe this team can make a run in the second half and put it all together and win the second half and get a championship spot. Van Atten fouls that one off. It's an 0-2 count early. Luis Reyes standing on deck. Trey Vorwald in the hole, playing left field and in the 6th spot. Trey Vorwald got the day off in game 1, but he's going to get the nod here in game 2. Got to think it's just a little bit trying to nurse his shoulder injury. As Van Atten, that ball had a family, DJ Van Atten. That one's long, it's high, and it is absolutely never coming back. DJ Van Atten, we are not worthy. My goodness, it's a 3-0 lead. DJ Van Atten, oh my God. The floodgates have opened early here in Spearfish, South Dakota. DJ Van Atten, knight that man. It's a 3-0 lead for the hometown Spearfish Sasquatch. Luigi Reyes comes to the plate now. Bates bats empty. Still just 1 away in an inning that Abelanza Dula is going to want to forget. That pitch might keep him up at night because, my goodness, he destroyed it. That is the 6th home run of the year for Van Atten as Reyes swings at that one low. Tried to check his swing, didn't want to go around, but the power was too much. He brings it back at the 0-1 count. 0-1 to Luis Reyes. Only 1 away. Reyes, Vorwald, and Crook due up if needed. Tried to get him to go to the same pitch again. Reyes leaves it off. It's ball 1-1-1. 91 mile-an-hour exit velocity on DJ Van Atten's home run. And I wish we had even more metrics and ability to, measure that home run, because I'd love to see just how high that thing went, because it seemed like it was towering, and my goodness, it was just destroyed. That's one of the longest home runs I think I've seen. 1-2 to Reyes. Upstairs and away. He leaves it off. Count goes even at 2-2. Reyes was 0 for 3 in the first game. Did put the ball in the air one time in the 4th inning. Went to the batting cages in between the game. Did not look like he was happy with his performance. We'll see if he can fix it right here. That one misses low and away. A good lead by Reyes. Runs the count full. So a quality at bat already. Let's see if he can be rewarded with a base. Trey Vorwald standing on deck. Chaz Crook in the hole if needed. As always, Crook manning third base as he did, following the Ryan Bachman having to leave the game in the first. Reyes gets hit by a pitch on a full count. Again, Luis Reyes gets hit. And the Sasquatch are just magnets for baseballs. Reyes going to take his base a full count. He's going to get the first base of the day that he's gotten, but he's going to pay a price. 25 pitches already to Abelanza Dula's day. He only has 1 out, and now Luis Reyes goes to first. That was a beautiful opportunity to get the second out of the inning and try to get out of this one with at least less than 30 pitches. Doesn't look like it's going to happen now unless Trey Vorwald gets a ground ball that this Zap defense can try to turn. Trey Vorwald stepped up late. The left fielder now got game 1 off. Still nursing a little bit of a sore shoulder, but he gets a nod for game 2. Vorwald, a big piece in this Sasquatch outfield, a piece that head coach Jared Hunton wants to get healthy and needs to get healthy heading into the second half. Takes the first pitch. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Vorwald came into this one hitting 286, came into the series hitting 286. Has not played yet, but now finds himself. That one's high. They check over at first. Reyes is in safely. The throw is a little bit low anyways. Trumple doesn't like the secondary lead that Luis Reyes is getting, and really I think the Zap team is looking for any way possible to get that second out. This will be pitch number 28 on the night, all ready for Abelanza Dula. Watches that one go for a strike. 2-1 count now. Vorwald up on. Chaz Crook standing on deck, and this Sasquatch lineup needs to get their offense going, and they have so far in the first inning. That one misses low. It's a 3-1 count. Pitch number 30 on the night could award Vorwald the base if it doesn't find the strike zone. 3-1 count. Reyes with a nice lead over there at first. Takes a secondary. Vorwald watches it inside. It catches the zone. The inside of this strike zone right there looked like it shifted a little bit. Vorwald count runs full. Reyes still with a small lead at first, but he loves the secondary lead, and it's making Carson Trouble mad. Takes off, tried to hit and run. Vorwald fouls it off. We might see it again. Good call by assistant coach Anthony Peterson right there, giving Reyes the green light, trying to get a hit and run going. This Sasquatch offense, 4 runs in game 1, but only 4 hits combined. It was just a lot of free passes, a balk that got home a run. The offense needs to get going and get some bases. As there's Vorwald rips in the left center gap. Trey Vorwald puts in the outfield. Luis Reyes goes to second, and Vorwald's got a single. They're going to try to get Reyes at second. He rounded, thought about third. He goes back, slides in safely. Trey Vorwald rips that one into left center. He's got a single, and the Sasquatch offense doesn't look like they plan to stop anytime soon. 7, 8, 9 now for the Sasquatch. Jazz Crook, Christian Soto standing on deck. He's manning the dish today at catcher. Probably didn't have his gear off after the top of the first. Maybe not expecting to go, but this offense just keeps on rolling. He's due up on deck if needed. Runners on first and second with a lot of speed on first with Vorwald. I expect if Crook can put this ball into a gap, Vorwald might try to score all the way from first base. First baseman playing a little bit in, as Crook's going to sky the one high in the air in a shallow right field. Giving chase is Lemberg. He's going back. Confusion. They almost ran at each other. Lemberg drops it. They don't know where the ball is. Reyes going to come around from third. He's going to score. They're going to hold Vorwald up, and defensive confusion, and that's why you communicate, folks. Right there, another free run and free base for Chaz Crook. Reyes comes over from second. He scores. Vorwald goes all the way to third, and that's just the speed right there. Chaz Crook advances to first base. It's going to be an E9 on that one as Lemberg coming in. Hoffman went over, didn't call him off. They ran into each other. It went off of the glove of Lemberg. Looked like he could have made the catch too if Hoffman just didn't stop. Takes off from first. Crook takes off the throw. The hopper goes in, and a run's going to score. Vorwald took off. They had no idea. It's a 5-0 lead. Crook's on second, and Trey Vorwald comes across home plate. What is happening in this first inning? The throw, once again, that throw was borderline perfect. I mean, in a perfect spot to tag him out, but Hoffman and Seagraves were both behind the bag. If they're in front of the bag and can collect that off the hop, perfectly in position to apply the tag. Crook is gunned. A run comes across, but there's 2 away. Base paths are empty. Christian Soto up to the plate now. He's looking to try to keep the floodgates going. It's 5-0 early. He watches the first pitch, breaking ball, front door slider, get the zone for for the first strike of the count, 1-1. Soto played in game 1 in this series and did not have a fun night. Was hit by a pitch, walked. He did everything except for get a hit. We'll see if he can get one here. Lifts that one high into right field. Lemberg going back towards the corner. It's fair off the wall. Soto's going to have 2. They're going to send Crook around from third. The relay throw from Hoffman is going to be high, and Crook is in an RBI double for Christian Soto. 6-0. Christian Soto goes opposite field, over the head of Lemberg and right, all the way to the wall, and Chaz Crook puts on the afterburners. Gets home. It's a 6-0 lead early on. They've already surpassed their run total for game 1 and their hit total. They've tied it. Hey, maybe that's all they needed was one game, a couple of innings to try to get going, or maybe Abelan Zadula is just not hitting his spots because this is not an inning he wants to remember. Daniel Thiessen, the right fielder in the 9 spot, comes up to the plate. That one misses outside. It's a 1-0 count, and this has got to be a pretty nice cushion if you're Noah McCandless in the dugout. You're waiting a long time to get back out there for your second inning at work, but I don't think you're going to complain with a minimum of a 6-run lead. Here's the 1-0 to Thiessen. Upstairs and in, almost hit him. He gets out of the way. Count goes 2-0. Standing on deck, Bryson Hoyer, who walked, stole a bag, and came around to score on the Seth Nelson RBI triple that broke this one open. Thought maybe we might see just a 1-0 game. Maybe Nelson comes across, and holy, it's 6. 2-0 pitch to Thiessen. Waves and misses at that one. Count goes 2-1. Doubleheader just trying to get that second out. Been trying since Bachman had a sac fly into center field to score Nelson to make it a 2-0 game. Two 2-1 count now to Daniel Thiessen. Upstairs and up high. It missed. 3-1 count. Doubleheader just not locating well in this one. There is bodies moving around in the Oahe bullpen. Gotta think it's someone getting loose or getting hot, because you cannot let this go on any longer. If more runs score, I don't know what the Zap are going to do about that one. Here's the pitch to Thiessen. He's going to put a chopper over to third. Loses his footing. Thiessen on the run to first. They're going to gun him. Takes off for third. Slides in there safely. But the second out of the inning finally comes. Daniel Thiessen grounds out to third base. Christian Soto read it beautifully. Goes to third, the exact same play that Keegan Weston had last game in the 4th inning after he doubled. It was a ground ball to third base by Bryson Hoyer. Keegan Weston read it perfectly, and as soon as the third baseman got rid of the ball, advanced to third. Exactly what Christian Soto does here. He's 90 feet away. 1 base hit from Bryson Hoyer, or potentially a pass ball or wild pitch that gets by Carson Trumpold from scoring and making it a 7-0 ball game. Hoyer watches that one outside for a strike. Looks like the zone might be getting a little bit bigger in this inning. You've already seen 6 runs come across. Daniel Clark warming up for the Zap already. And I think this might be it for Doubleheader. Hoyer watches that one low in the dirt for ball 1. Count goes even 1-1. Hoyer led off this inning, so the Sasquatch hit around. Hoyer walked to lead off this one. Worked the full count against Doubleheader, walked, stole the bag to get the second, came across to score after Seth Nelson knocked him in with a triple in the right field. Hoyer thought about taking a hack at that one. He did not like that call at all. Pretty vocal about it, too, on that one, but it catches the corner, I guess, at least. No center field camera today in Spearfish. We do apologize for the technical difficulties going on here. We'll see if we can get them figured out as the game progresses. But for now, it's a 1-2 count to Bryson Hoyer. Skies that one high into foul territory, and it gets out of here. He's going to see another 1-2 pitch. We're not sure what's going on with the connection to our camera out there in center field. Wish we could so I could see a little bit closer on that pitch that Bryson didn't like, but nonetheless, we cannot. It's a 1-2 pitch. Once again to Bryson. Trumpold sets up outside. Big swing and miss from Bryson Hoyer. He goes down swinging. He isn't happy that that's the 3rd strike after that questionable 2nd strike call. But Bryson Hoyer goes down swinging. Squatch, bat around. 6 runs come across the board. Floodgates have opened early here in Spearfish, South Dakota.
New games every month at the Lodge. We are constantly updating our gaming floor with the latest fun games to keep our guests entertained with new games every month. For the freshest selection of slot machines in town, make the Lodge at Deadwood your gaming destination. The locals' choice for gaming excitement with the newest games is the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Noah McCandless back out onto the bump. He waited about 45 minutes to get back out at the top of the first when he had a quick, easy 1-2-3. He's back in this one, but this time with a 6-0 lead and delivers a strike one to Preston Lau, the left fielder, for the Zap today. Gotta wonder if Abel Anzadula is going to come back in this one or if the Zap are going to go to the bullpen already in the second inning. That one outside again gets away from Soto. Going to be called a ball, 1-1. Looked like it could have been a strike if Soto could have just stuck his glove out there. But it gets away from him, and that's a 1-1 to Preston Lau. Brandon Villabrile on deck. The first baseman, Carson Trumpold, in the hole, the catcher. The 4-5-6-2 up. That one misses high at the 2-1. Noah McCandless had a quick 1-2-3 first inning, including a strikeout, 2 ground balls to the left side of the infield. Luis Reyes and Chaz Crook took care of that one easy. That one misses high, up and in. Count goes 3-1. A leadoff base runner right now. If you're the Zap after that disastrous bottom of the first inning, the Sasquatch hit through. You need at least some sort of base runners. Chops that one towards Crook. Foul down the line. About 3 inches foul. Looked like it was going to be fair. But he gets the call. Just went to the left. 2-2 count now from Noah McCandless, still leadoff hitter Preston Lau. Here's a 2-2 pitch to the left fielder. Breaking ball, McCandless left. It's put into right field in the foul territory. It was a hittable breaking ball, but Noah McCandless gets that one fouled off. And we'll see another 2-2 pitch. Preston Lau did not play in game 1 of the day. He manned right field in game 1 of this series back on Tuesday, had 2 singles, was 2 for 4. Now with the 2-2 count, looking to try to get his 3rd hit of the series. Upstairs, he missed! Noah McCandless can't believe it. And it's going to be a leadoff walk for Preston Lau. McCandless was vocal on that. Not really vocal with words, but body language right there. Couldn't believe that that one missed. It's a leadoff base runner and a runner at first for Brandon Villabrile. First baseman, his first appearance of this series. He slides in at first base and the 5 spot now with a leadoff runner after Preston Lau worked the walk. First pitch can be called a strike. Good hold by Soto on that one in the zone. It's an 0-1 count. Villabrile from Iowa Lakes Community College, 154 in the season coming into this one. He's had a tough year at the plate. He's going to look to try to change that right here. Checks his swing on that. Soto goes back to first. Van Atten, the tag not in time. Good idea from Christian Soto and a perfect throw. An 0-2 count. Almost got him. And I don't think Preston Lau thought that pitch was going to come, or thought that ball was going to come back to him at all. 0-2 count now. Noah McCandless looking for the first out of the inning. The 0-2 pitch fouled off into the backstop. A defensive swing almost got him to chase the breaking ball. It was high, but he almost just waved that for a 3-pitch strikeout. Nonetheless, another 0-2 count to Villabrile. Carson Trumpold on deck. Eric Lemberg, the right fielder, currently in the hole. He's the 7 spot, so 5, 6, 7 due up for this Zap team here. They tried to mount any comeback they can. Gets him looking. The first strikeout looking on the day for McCandless. His 2nd strikeout total of the day, and that is the 6th time this Zap team has gone down looking to this Sasquatch offense. This Sasquatch pitching staff has been spectacular today. Brings up Carson Trumpold, the catcher. First pitch can be called a strike on the outer third. Phenomenal spot for McCandless as he tries to recover from that leadoff walk. He did so pretty well with a 4-pitch strikeout to Brandon Villabrile. Now as Carson Trumpold up. Here's the pitch from McCandless. Beautiful ring ball. Soto goes back to first. Van Atten jumps up. Ball's in his feet. But he stays over at first. A little bit of a high throw from Soto, but phenomenal. Way by Van Atten to knock it down. It's going to be a 1-1 count. 1-1 away to Carson Trumpold. Got the day off in the first game. He was scheduled to DH if this game occurred yesterday, but he was replaced by Trenton Dukeshire, who went 0 for 3. Here's a pitch from McCandless. Wave and a miss at that one in the dirt. It's a 1-2 count. Another beautiful pitch. Trumpold was 1 for 4 in game 1, led off with a single, came around to score. Some of the only runs on the night for the Zap came in that inning, then struck out looking twice and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play for the Sasquatch defense. Runner takes off a beautiful jump. Soto fumbles the transfer, and the runner's going to take second on a ball upstairs. It's a 2-2 count, now a runner in scoring position. Now Preston Loust in the scoring position. No one going to hold him. 2-2 for McCandless. That one's ground over to third. Can't gets over the glove over of Reyes. It bounced over. They're going to send the runner. The relay throw from Vorwald. One hop. Soto can't get the tag. Off the glove of Christian Soto. And it's going to be an RBI single for Carson Trumpold. Had him by a mile. A beautiful throw from Vorwald, but just gets away from Soto. And it allows Carson Trumpold the get to second base. Unfortunate right there, but now 1 run across the board. They've already surpassed their run total from last game. Seth Lenberg, the right fielder, steps in with an opportunity here to put another run on the board and try to chip in any way possible. 2. Guy on second with a great spot here. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball found the zone. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Eric Lemberg, the right fielder. Wave and a miss, 0-2. McCandless trying to get out of this with minimal damage and keep the lead at 5 where it currently stands after that RBI single in the left field by Carson Trumpold. It's his second hit of the series. He now stands 2 for 5 in Spearfish. 0-2 count. McCandless checks the runner, no one holding. Here's the pitch. Upstairs at the chin, gets away, and it's going to be a ball, 1-2. 1-2 count now, Eric Lemberg. Andrew Beavers standing on deck. John Petty, the 9-hole hitter, in the hole if needed. We'll have to see if McCandless can just keep the damage only at 1. Now it's going to be waved at and put in the foul territory down the right field line. Going to go over all the way into the Sasquatch bullpen. And we'll see another 1-2 pitch. Beavers stands on deck. He got the day off today in game 1 as well. So 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9 all got the day off. And this is Brandon Villabra's first appearance in this series. He struck out for the first out of this inning. And that's all we stand at right now with 1 away. That one's low. Soto keeps it in front of him. It's a 2-2 count, so maybe rattling McCandless a little bit was that run that we thought Vorwald gunned him from shallow left field, just got by the glove of Christian Soto and allowed Preston Lau to score all the way from second base. 2-2 count, no one holding the runner at second, and Bachman backs off. That one in the dirt. Soto keeps it in front of him. Runner stays put, but it's a full count now, and you got to imagine this is just going to be a competitive fastball to find the zone after 2 straight pitches have missed. It was 1-2, and now it's a full count. Payoff pitch from McCandless. I'd expect just a fastball in the zone. No one's going to hold the runner at second. Bachman and Reyes both in their respective positions. McCandless going to look at the runner at second anyways. Here's the pitch. Outside, fastball, but missed the zone, slipped away, and it's a walk for Eric Lemberg. Recovered well, maybe that prolonged break for McCandless after the top of the first, but we went 1, 2, 3. Maybe looked like half an hour. Bottom of the first inning is getting to him a little bit. Sat on the bench for a little long. Head coach Jarrett Hunt wants a word with his starting pitcher. Here the Sasquatch just trying to get through this one, get this win, preserve the bullpen as much as possible when you play 4 games in the span of 3 days over the weekend. Starting pitchers for the weekend for the Sasquatch already determined or already set and planned for the weekend. We'll have to see if that goes through or if maybe they turn to another starting arm to try to finish this one and that plan changes. Talk to McCandless. Try. He's 1 ground ball away from getting out of this. A double play ball, and Andrew Beavers up to the plate. Did not play in game 1 today. Is 0 for 3 with a walk. Total in this game was stranded at third base with a walk in the 8th inning of game 1 back on Tuesday. Put the ball on the ground twice. A ground out to short and a ground out to first, both unassisted putouts. and also flew out on a bunt attempt. So has not really found his groove yet on the right hand. So this is a great bat to try to get that ground ball, try to paint the bottom half of the zone, try to get an inning-ending double play. And there's line drive to Crook off the glove. A hot shot, that's going to score a run. No, they'll hold them. They don't want to test the arm of Vorwald, but Andrew Beavers is going to get a single. Crook could not hold on to that one. It was a hot shot right to him at third. He knocks it down and holds the runner at third, but now the bases are juiced for John Patty, the 9-hole hitter and center fielder. That one was scorched off the bat of Andrew Beavers. Found the barrel on that one, and my, oh my. Now John Patty up to the plate with the bases juiced to lefty. G.J. Van Atten, the first baseman, playing in. First pitch finds the middle part of the zone up high for a strike 0-1. Van Atten and Crook playing in, potentially preparing for, if this ball's hit down the line, a force play. At the plate, all Soto's got to do is keep his foot on the bag, basically play first base, but at home. 0-1 count to John Patty. Here's the pitch. Same spot, found the zone. Maybe a little more outside than the first pitch, but he found the zone. John Patty doesn't love it, but it's an 0-2 count. McCandless, a big second out right here would be needed. Patty looking for his first hit of the year and his first RBI of the year. He's scored once, has walked twice, but 0 for 8. Checked his swing on that one. He almost bit on it, drifting out of the zone. A good leave. It's a 1-2 count. Now McCandless almost got him to go fishing. Got a 3-pitch strikeout. A good plate discipline by John Patty. Top of the order, Trevor Seagraves on deck and Tyler Hoffman in the hole if needed. That one's going to be lifted high in the air to right field. Thiessen going back at the track. This one is smoked off the wall. It'll score 1. Thiessen throws in the Bachman. They'll hold up the runner at third. It's an RBI single for John Patty. It's a 6-2 ball game and a little bit of damage done. And Noah McCandless a little bit rattled right now. He's given up 2. We'll see if head coach Jarrett Hunt gives the nod to anyone to go over to the bullpen to try to get someone ready in case this one gets ugly. Trevor Seagraves up to the plate. He grounded out to start off the game to short. Was part of that 1-2-3 first inning, but after giving up 6 in the bottom of the first, this Zap offense has came back, and they have 2 runs on 3 hits. Bases are still juiced. 1 swing of the bat away from tying this ball game up. 0-1 count as that one found the zone. Tyler Hoffman standing on deck. The top of the order trying to keep this inning going. Big wave and a miss on that breaking ball. It's an 0-2 count. A beautiful spot for McCandless. Van Atten and Crook still playing a little bit in. Patty turned on that one on his last at-bat. Thought maybe that was the one that was going to make this a 1-run game. If there's any wind at all here in Spearfish, South Dakota, that one's probably gone, but no wind at all. Just missed it, and it just died at the track. That one low and inside, and it froze him. Trevor Seagraves doesn't like the call. He goes back to the dugout. 3 pitches, he goes down looking. A big second out for Noah McCandless, trying to keep the damage at just 2. Tyler Hoffman, the beer batter here in Spearfish, South Dakota. He struck out once tonight. Let's see if he can do it again to end this inning and make this crowd happy. Cheap beer 2 innings in a row would definitely be something that this crowd would like here in Spearfish. That one going to be low in the dirt. Soto kept it in front of him. It's a 1-0 count. Gage Huffman standing on deck, and the man who started this all with a walk, and the first run scored of the 2. Preston Lau, he stands in the hole if the Zap can get to him. Here's the 1-0 count for McCandless. That one outside. Soto tried to pull it back in. It missed. 2-0 count for McCandless. And right here, you got to avoid going down 3-0. Just put a fastball somewhere in the zone. It doesn't even matter if it's really down the heart. Just zip one down there and get a strike call. Make Hoffman beat you. We'll see if he does it. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. He checked his swing. They want to offer. They do to the field. He did not go. It's 3-0. McCandless can't believe that one. Not getting any help from either umpire. It's a 3-0 count now, 1 pitch away from taking this 6-run lead that the Zap had to try to get rid of coming in the top of the second and cutting it in half with a run coming in on a walk. That one finds his own 3-1 count now as that fastball locates well from McCandless. Looks like he took a few MPHs off that one, just tried to locate it. Wants to avoid walking in the 3rd run of the inning. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch from McCandless. Outer third, caught the zone, fought back from a 3-0. It's 3-2. McCandless, the payoff pitch right here on a full count. A ball walks home a run. A swing and a miss or a called strike looking will end this inning and limit the damage to 2. We'll see if Tyler Hoffman can try to get a run across the board for the Zap. Outside it missed, and a run's going to come across. A bases loaded walk, and that's the 3rd run of the inning for the Zap. Oh, man. A 6-0 lead coming into this one. It is 6-3 now. This is looking awfully like Game 1 when the Sasquatch got off to an early 3-0 lead. The Zap tied it right back up. And now we'll see what Gage Huffman can do. Grounded out the 3rd in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss. A big wave at that breaking ball was sitting heat. Took a big hack at it. Probably was thinking, I want to take the lead on this swing. But instead, it's an 0-1 count as he waved and missed at that one. Here's the 0-1 from McCandless. Checked his swing on that breaking ball. Did not go. Surprised they're not offering at all, but Soto not pleading for an offer to the field umpire after knocking a benefit of the doubt on the last time they offered, which was more of a swing than that one. 1-1 count now to Gage Huffman. Standing on deck is Preston Lau, the man who started this all. McCandless trying to get out of this one. That one finds a zone in the bottom half. It's a 1-2 count, 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning and keeping it just 3 runs. There is action in the Sasquatch bullpen. Couple arms up and moving. Looks like that might be Lance Schaff. Here's the 1-2 from McCandless. He gets a sign he likes. Soto set up outside. It is an outside fastball. Misses the zone up high. 2-2 count with 2 away. Bases are juiced to Gage Huffman. This is a 3-4-5 spot if the Zap can keep it going. Huffman ground out the 3rd on his last at-bat. We'll see if McCandless can retire him here and keep the damage to minimal. Here's the pitch. Up high, missed in a full count. 1 pitch away from this game being 1 hit away from being tied. Three-2 count from Noah McCandless to Gage Huffman. Here's the pitch. Runners take off. Swing and a miss. He got him go down swinging. The 3rd out of the inning is via strikeout. 3 strikeouts this inning, but 3 runs come across the board for the Zap. It's a 6-3 ball game. The Zap cut the lead in half, going to the bottom half of the 2nd inning.
Going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Seth Nelson to lead off the inning for the Sasquatch. 3 runs came across the board for the Zap. In the top half of the 2nd, the Sasquatch are looking to make it another big offensive inning. They put up 6 in the bottom half of the 1st. Takes ball 1 low. Nelson tripled to open up the scoring here with an RBI triple to right field on the 2nd at-bat of this game. Now leading off here in the 2nd. checks his swing on that one outside. It's called a strike. Anzaldula back out onto the mound. There is action going on in both bullpens, more so in the Zap. Sasquatch bullpen just has bodies moving around. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Nelson. Moves out of the way. Almost another hit by pitch for the Sasquatch. Something that they're pretty used to getting. So the Squatch hit around in the first inning. You thought maybe this was going to be another big offensive performance by them where they scored 18 runs like they did in Game 1 of this series on Tuesday. And then the very next half inning, the Zap come back and they hit around and scored 3. It's a ball game once again. It's 6-3, and we're not even in the third inning yet. Nelson's going to sky the one opposite field. This one's going back, and it's going to die off about 4 feet in front of the warning track. Preston Lau makes the catch. Nelson just missed it. It just missed the barrel of the bat, and it's the first out of the inning. Absolutely hammered it, but just got under it. Now Ryan Bachman comes to the plate. A sac fly RBI from Bachman made this game 2-0 in the first inning. He flew out to center field, scoring Seth Nelson. He's looking for his first hit of the ball game. Ryan Bachman, here's the pitch. That one outside. He leaves it off for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count to Ryan Bachman. Bachman only got 1 AB last game before having to be taken out, and it was a sacrifice bunt to move runners over. So he's still 0 for 0 on the day. That one misses again. It's another 2-0 count. DJ Van Atten standing on deck. He had that no-doubt solo shot home run into left field last inning. We'll see if he comes up. That's the first pitch he's gotten that he can actually hit in this series at all. He's been hit by a pitch 4 times now through, we'd have to count, 9 at-bats. He's been hit 4 times. He's been walked 3 times. DJ Van finally got a pitch to hit, and he made sure that we all remembered it. Bachman takes the 3-0 in the zone. Count goes 3-1. He thought he had ball 4 and a base, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 3-1 count with 1 away. Three-one pitch to Bachman. Big swing and a miss at that one low. Looks like he might have got just a piece of the bat at most. But nonetheless, started out 3-0. Bachman took a strike and then swung at one. It's a full count now. Squatch looking to get a big win here. This would be a big 3 wins before you go for the final 4 games of the first half in Pierre this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a doubleheader on Saturday. Here's the pitch, 3-2. Bachman rips that one into center field. Ryan Bachman gets his first hit of the ball game and his first hit of the day in just his 3rd at-bat. And that's got to be a nice welcome back after his status for this game was up in question, and his status for I don't know how long was in question. We don't know. We didn't know what the timeline for him was going to be after that collision in Game 1. Happy to see him back in the lineup for this one. Saw his name on the lineup sheet, and he said he was going to give it a shot, expecting maybe not to see him out there in the first inning, but he was out there. Beautiful sac fly to deep center field in the first inning to score a run. And now singles and stands on first, and that'll do it for Abel Antadula. Pitches 1 1/3 innings and gives up 6. Definitely a night he's going to want to forget, but the Zap go to the pen. We'll be back right here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live with more information on the new arm for the Oahe Zap. DJ Van Adden's going to be the leadoff hitter for the pitcher out of the bullpen with a runner on first and one away. Out of the pen, it's going to be Daniel Clark, a redshirt junior from Chandler, Arizona, Missouri, Western State. 14 and a third innings pitched this year, and misses for ball one on that one to Van Atten in the dirt. That one bounces to the plate. We look at Clark on the season, 15 walks in 14 and a third innings with a 6.9 ERA. Only 7 Ks, so a little bit of control issues. We'll have to see if the Sasquatch make him throw strikes. And it looks like that's Van Atten's approach right here. Leaves it off for a 2-0 count. Van Atten had that absolute rocket of a home run in the first inning. We'll see if he gets a pitch to hit here. He gets one, skies it straight up in the air and foul back towards us in the press box. It's going to land here past the stadium, just avoids all the fans here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. 2-1 count now to DJ Van Atten. Once again, folks at home, we do apologize for the center field camera not being the best. We're trying to work on it getting back, but it is very far behind. Van Atten lifts that one foul. Count goes 2-2. The only problem with the center field camera for us here in Spearfish, South Dakota, it was choppy to begin, but now it's cleaned up, but it's almost a whole pitch behind. No idea why here. So that's the reason you're only seeing the other two camera angles. That one's going to be way outside. Gets by Trumpold. Bachman takes his base, goes to second. Full count, scoring position for Ryan Bachman. DJ Van Atten a chance to add yet another RBI onto his night. He's only got one RBI right now at that solo shot home run, but a chance now to get another one. 3-2 to DJ Van Atten. Here's the pitch. Way upstairs over his head. Van Atten walks, takes his base to first. And now Luis Reyes comes up to the plate with a runner at first and second and only one away. Reyes was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Number one of this game for the Spearfish Sasquatch. Not number one of the day, though. In game one, Sasquatch paid. They were hit 3 times, which is a step forward from the 7 times in game one of the series on Tuesday, but still a lot. A little bit. Holding the runner, backs off. Way upstairs and in, Reyes gets out of the way. Watch that one come up to his chin, a little chin music early on from Daniel Clark. Reyes gets out of the way. It's a 1-0 count. Trey Vorwald stands on deck. Chaz Crook in the hole if needed. That one up and out. Misses again from Clark. Clark with a little unorthodox of a kind of a sidearm angle. Not necessarily working for him so far, because he has not been able to locate. Walked Van Atten, and now a 2-0 count to Reyes. Here's the pitch to Reyes. That one low and away. Going to be called for a ball. It's 3-0 Luis Reyes. More than likely with an auto take right here on a 3-0 count. And you got to think, watching practice throws from Daniel Clark, it was head coach Jared Hunt just saying, guys, don't swing. Make him throw strikes, and he really has not done that. And that one's way outside. Gets by Trumpold. Reyes takes his walk. Runners advance. A 4-pitch walk for Luis Reyes, and that's 2 straight walks for Daniel Clark out of the bullpen. Trey Vorwald comes up to the plate, the left fielder, with a chance to add on to the lead. 1 away. He singled and came around to score in his last plate appearance. This is an opportunity right here to add some RBIs to his night and get his second base knock of the day. First time that we are seeing Vorwald today. First time we're seeing Vorwald this series. He's been limited, but he gets the nod here in game 3. That one way outside. Bachman's going to come to the plate. Trumpold's going to flip it back, but Bachman is safe. And there's another run via a wild pitch from Daniel Clark that was about 4 feet outside of the left-hand batter's box. Bachman scores on a wild pitch. Would have been another hit by pitch for the Sasquatch if there was a lefty. We're watching the replay now. That ball outside of the left-hand batter's box, so just might have slipped away, but now still runners at second and third for Vorwald. Watches that one in the dirt, low and in. It's going to be a 2-0 count to Trey Vorwald. Daniel Clark, just strikes need to be thrown. That's the message that needs to go on right now from head coach Jamie Haberger. It's just got to be throw strikes and locate, because 2 straight walks and now a 3-0 count as that one misses outside in the left-hand batter's box. Potential to have ball 12 right here. And get the bases loaded once again with your third walk of the inning after retiring Seth Nelson. Retired Seth Nelson early, thought maybe it was going to be a quick inning for Clark out of the bullpen, and then the single from Bachman, walk to Van Atten, walk to Reyes, wild pitch, scored a run, and now a 4-pitch walk as that one bounces. Trumbull keeps it in front of him to keep Van Atten over there at third, but the bases are juiced once again, this time for Chaz Crook, the third baseman. Quick mound visit coming up from head coach Jamie Haberger. No one getting warm or getting hot in the bullpen. There's some slight stretching going on in the Zap bullpen. Gotta wonder what this one's gonna be. We have seen the Zap before when we were in Pierre and here go to field players to come in to pitch. Two-way players such as Gage Huffman and now John Patty, who stands in center field. He pitched a few innings in game 1 of this series on Tuesday. So don't know exactly what they're gonna do. We'll have to see. Quick mound visit. Maybe it's trying to calm him down. Now he's going to talk to catcher Carson Trumbull a little bit. But after that 3-run top of the second, you thought maybe a little momentum going your way. And then, boom. Daniel Clark has just imploded on the mound so far. One has come across, but a chance for this inning to go a lot longer. Noah McCandless is actually up in the bullpen tossing around with Lance Schaff. Yeah, I think Lance Schaff might be the pitcher that's going to be warming up, getting ready, but McCandless probably just trying to stay loose after having another long rest. Here's the pitch to Crook. That one's a strike. An 0-1 count for the first time of Daniel Clark's night. He's gotten ahead of a hitter. 0-1 with one away. Bases are juiced. Christian Soto on deck. Already got a double on his night. We'll see if he gets another chance. Turns on that one, rips it foul towards the Oahe dugout. Count goes 0-2 to Crook. Reached on that error in right field by Lemberg. Back in the first inning was part of that big 6-run inning. Came around to score via that error. See if he can get on base the second time. That one misses up and away. Going to be called for a ball. It's a 1-2 count. Crook trying to work back, and this slider for Daniel Clark just doesn't seem like it's working. I don't think he's got a slider for a strike yet. It's just got to be fastballs and try to just get out of it. Misses that one again. It's a 2-2 count. Crook trying to work back from an 0-2. Potentially work a walk, but we'll have to see if he can get a pitch to drive. We've seen Chaz Crook. He had 2 home runs in 3 games in Fremont. We'll see what he can do. That one low in the dirt. Trumbull keeps it in front. It's a full count. Villabrile playing in at first. Beavers playing a little bit in at third. Villabrile on the grass, and Beavers playing one step behind the grass. So you got to think maybe trying to get the lead runner at home. Has already 1 run come across. It's a 7-3 lead. Potential for another bases loaded walk right here to Crook. Here's the pitch. Crook lines that one in the center field on a hop. Off the glove of the shortstop Seagraves. A run will score. Chaz Crook's got a single and an RBI. That's a hard play to make if you're Trevor Seagraves. Couldn't jump and make the play on the run. Chaz Crook, an RBI single, makes it an 8-3 ball game. Bases remain juiced for Christian Soto, who already has an absolute moonshot of a double into the opposite field and right. Win over the head of Lemberg. Scored a run. Scored 2 runs, excuse me. And now a chance to add to his night. Christian Soto to the plate. Daniel Thiessen standing on deck, maybe looking for a little bit of revenge for him as he grounded out to third back in the last inning. 0-0 count, 1 away. Christian Soto, the catcher, a double on his night, looking to add on. That one at his head, he gets out of the way. It's a 1-0 count. Little bit of control issues from Clark so far in this one. Hasn't really controlled well at all. Still playing in at first is Villabrile. Soto watches that one go in the dirt. It's low, ball 2, 2-0 count. 2 runs come across already, a chance to match the number the Zap put up in the top half with just a base hit or even a sac fly into the outfield would do the trick. With a runner standing on third being Luis Reyes. Trey Vorwald on second too, a little bit of speed as that one low and away. Misses the zone, 3-0 count. An auto take right here from Soto is probably going to be the case. We'll see if he can work back and maybe get a strike here for a 3-1, but Clark has not been locating. It is a strike at the 3-1 count. Now Soto has a chance that if he can put this ball in the outfield, you got speedy Trey Vorwald at second base. If this one's going to drop for sure and Vorwald can actually get a running start, it could be 2 more RBIs onto his night. watches the 3-1 for a strike. It's a full count to the Sasquatch catcher. Looking to continue his big night. Clark looking for a big second out with the bases juice. Christian Soto, here's the full count pitch. Way outside, another run will walk in. It's a 9-3 ball game, and the 3 runs in the top of the second by the Zap have been answered by the Sasquatch. Daniel Thiessen comes up to the plate, grounded out to third in his last plate appearance. We'll see what he can do here. Nine runs so far and 1 1/3 of Sasquatch offense. That one behind Thiessen. Vorwald's going to come home from third. The throw's going to get away from the pitcher coming in. They're going to hold Crook over at third, hold Soto at second, but a run comes across from a wild pitch that went all the way behind Daniel Thiessen in the right-hand batter's box. Double digits already for the Sasquatch. It's 10-3. Daniel Thiessen still with a chance to get 2 RBIs. He can poke into the outfield. Christian Soto standing at second base. Got a pitch to hit, fouled it off, back off. Looked like the left leg pad of Trumple behind the dish. Count goes even at 1-1. More action warming up. Colin Quandy in the bullpen. Getting ready for the Zap if needed. Thiessen turns on that one. Rips it foul. Count goes 1-2. Thiessen with a big chance here to get 2 RBIs on his night after grounding out to third base in his first plate appearance. You know he wants revenge. It's a 1-2 count. Wave and a miss. He goes down swinging. A big second out for Daniel Clark. And that brings up the top of the order. For the third time today, Bryson Hoyer is going to get an at-bat. He's walked, had a stolen base, a run scored, and struck out for the final out of the inning back in the first. He has a chance to get 2 RBIs in the night. Looking for his first hit of the day. Watches that one go low for ball 1. Was 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. 0 for 3, excuse me, with a hit by pitch, a stolen base, and a run scored in game 1. Was our player of the game in game 1 of the series back on Tuesday with a home run and a double. That one gets by Trumpold. Crook takes off from third. He's going to score 11-3. Soto goes to third base. Floodgates are officially open. If they haven't been already, now's the case. It's 11-3. Two-0 count to Bryson Hoyer. Runner on third, still an RBI opportunity for him. A chance to match their offensive output from the first inning with another 6th spot if he can drive home Soto from third. Hoyer turns on a chop down third base line. Hard play for Beavers. Corrals it. The throw on the money in time. Andrew Beavers gets the throw on the line, but it's still 5 runs that come across. Sasquatch have opened the floodgates 11-3. Top of the third inning, finally, here in Spearfish, South Dakota. We are an hour into this ball game, and we have played 2 innings. 11-3 Sasquatch lead. First pitch from Noah McCandless is called for a strike. It's an 0-1 count here to open it up. Preston Lau led off last inning with a walk, stole a bag, came around to score, was part of the 3 runs on top of the second. He leads off here, his second at bat of the day. Watches that one go upstairs. Going to be called for a ball at the 1-1 count. McCandless just trying to get through maybe a few more innings. Lance Schaff is getting loose in the bullpen, just stretching right now. Have to see when head coach Jared Hunt tells him to get ready. It's got to depend on how Noah McCandless reacts this inning. Another long rest for him. He throws another strike for a 1-2. He's had a few long breaks this game. We'll have to see how that affects a pitcher on the mound. Wave and a miss. Sword. Goodbye, Preston Lau. Goes down swinging. Oh, my goodness, that pitch was disgusting, Noah McCandless. Brandon Villabrile comes up to the plate. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance. See if he can be Noah McCandless' 6th victim. He will not be. He lifts that one in right field. Sees Thiessen backpedals 3 times. He takes it. Can of corn, 1 pitch, 1 out to Brandon Villabrile. Now there's 2 away. So a 4-pitch strikeout to Preston Lau. And then on the first pitch, Brandon Villabrile sees he does not want to go down looking again. Puts a bat on it. It's a weak fly ball to right field. Daniel Thiessen takes care of it. And now Carson Trumpold comes up to the dish. Singled and came around to score with an RBI. That was the first run that the Zap got all day. Big swing and a miss at that one outside. Noah McCandless, another disgusting breaking ball. It's an 0-1 count to the Oahe catcher. Oh, 1 count to Trumpold. Eric Lemberg standing on deck. Out at third, caught the zone. Trumpold doesn't love it. He's going to regroup himself, and now down 0-2. Noah McCandless trying to get through this inning 1-2-3 with the 0-2 pitch to Carson Trumpold. Tried to give him the bite in the same exact pitch that Preston Lau bit at. Trumpold learned from Lau's mistakes, leaves it off at the 1-2 count. This will be the 9th pitch of the inning for McCandless to see if he can get through 1-2-3. He does. Swing and a miss, the 2nd strikeout of the inning, and that is the count it, 6th on the night through 3 innings for Noah McCandless. 1-2-3 in that one, 9 pitches in that inning for Noah McCandless. It's an 11-3 lead. The Sasquatch are back at the dish. They will step into the box again. 6 runs and 5 runs in respective innings. It's Seth Nelson to lead off again. He led off last inning, flew out to fairly deep left field, takes strike 1 from Daniel Clark. Noah McCandless went 1-2-3 after having a bit of a tough top of the second inning. And now right back to him. Daniel Clark robs Seth Nelson of a base hit. Oh my goodness, what a play from Daniel Clark out on the mound. That's a good reaction time right there for the first out. Wow.
Batting for the Sasquatch, second baseman, Ryan Bachman.
Ryan Bachman comes up to the plate now. He's 1 for 1 with a single, scored on a wild pitch. Was the first run to score in that what felt like an hour long bottom of the second inning. Bachman takes the first pitch for a strike from Daniel Clark, already looking like he has better control than he did last inning. Total of 4 walks, plethora of wild pitches, 0-2 to Bachman already. 2 wild pitches, 4 walks last inning. Just was not ideal for Daniel Clark, seeing if he can recover well and get another inning of work. Try to preserve this Zap bullpen any way you can for the weekend. 0-2 to Bachman, rips that one in the left center. It's a little blooper, but it's going to drop for a single. Ryan Bachman's got his second base hit of the night, and it's a 1-out base runner for the Sasquatch, looking to put more runs on the board and potentially get more runs in this game than they did in the first game of this series, where they won 18-3. DJ Van Atten comes to the plate, a solo shot home run, and then came around to score on a bases loaded walk. Takes the first pitch low in the dirt. Bachman goes back to the bag. It's a 1-0 count to the Sasquatch cleanup hitter and the first baseman, DJ Van Atten. We'll see if Daniel Clark gives him a pitch to hit like he did Bachman. He does not. That one's outside left-hand batter's box. Carson Trumpold's having himself a day behind the dish. Doing a lot of aerobics back there. He goes over in the left-hand batter's box, gets that one, keeps Bachman over there at first. 2-0 count with 1 away to DJ Van Atten. And that one goes inside, almost got a piece of him. Would have been the 10th hit by pitch from Van Atten all year, and the 6th of the series. But instead, it's a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch from Clark. Van Atten takes a big rip at that one. You got to think with the way he's been seeing the ball in this game with that absolute moonshot of a home run, that green light makes sense. But 3-1 as he fouls off the 3-0. 3-1 count to Van Atten. That one low in the dirt. Trumpold tried to pick it up, but Van Atten's going to walk for the second time in a row. He's 1 for 1, 2 walks, and a nuke. Luis Reyes comes up to the plate now. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's walked, came around to score both times. We'll see if he can at least get a pitch to hit this time. Luis Reyes with runners on first and second now. Takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. Action getting loose in the bullpen, but not getting hot yet for the Zap. Maybe already hot, but we don't know, but not getting hot yet. Reyes chops that one softly over to short. Seagraves only plays that first. His throw a little bit off the line, but Villabrile keeps his foot on the bag, corrals it. Reyes advances the runners, but grounds out. And now Trey Vorwald comes up to the plate. Ryan Bachman stands on third base. DJ Van Atten at second. Trey Vorwald, the 1 for 1, scored twice with a single. Looking to add RBIs to his night, potentially 2 if he can put him in the outfield. Watches the first pitch go for a strike. A nice pitch from Clark right there. 2 away quickly in this inning. This is the 5th batter of the inning. This should be the only inning the Sasquatch haven't hit around yet. 0-1 count to the left fielder, Trey Vorwald. Takes a hack at that one, puts it softly over to third. Andrew Beavers guns it over to first and makes the play. 5 hitters come across, no runs, the first goose egg of the day for the Sasquatch offense. It's still 11-3 heading into the 4th inning.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away.
Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
We've made it to the fourth inning here in Spearfish, South Dakota of Game 2. The Sasquatch clinging to an 11-3 lead, looking to close it out here. Noah McCandless back out on the mound, delivers strike one to Eric Lemberg, 7-8-9, due up for the Zap. It's Lemberg, Beavers, and Patty. The first time that the Zap have held the Sasquatch to a 0 comes in the bottom of the third inning. So we'll see if the Zap offense can get some runs across the board and try to chip into this lead before it's too late. You do not want to go into your final 9, 6, or 3 outs down 8 runs. Had to do some quick math there in my head. 0-2 count from McCandless. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, just missed the zone. Looked like he absolutely just froze Lemberg, but just missed. Noah McCandless with 6 strikeouts already, looking for number 7 right here in a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside, Soto tried to pull it back in, just missed. Count goes even at 2-2. Lemberg walked on a bases-loaded walk that drove in a run in his last at-bat. I think he's looking right here to get on base, but he's going to put that one over to first. Van Atten's going to go on the ground, can't make the play. He goes to it, flips it to McCandless. Beautiful heads-up play from Noah McCandless. That's a hard ball to play if you're DJ Van Atten. It just caught a little glimpse of the dirt, bounced right in front of him, bounced off him, but Noah McCandless covers the bag for the first out. Andrew Beavers comes up to the plate. He singled and was stranded at third base back in the second inning, where the Zap tried to get back in this one, but then those 5 runs at the bottom of the second inning by the Sasquatch, they kind of shut that idea down. Takes a strike outside for strike one. It's an 0-1 count to the third baseman for the Zap. John Patty standing on deck. Beavers and Patty both singled, so the 8-9 spot proving their worth. Takes a strike down low. 0-2 count once again. McCandless got up 0-2 on Lemberg. It worked the count to 2-2 before grounding out to DJ Van Atten at first. Now another 0-2 count. Checks his swing down low. He left it off in the dirt. Count goes 1-2. McCandless looking to try to get his 7th strikeout of the night. He has had a lot of them tonight. 6 already through 3 1/3. Here's the pitch from McCandless. Outside, froze him once again. The Zap and going down swinging like peanut butter and jelly. Noah McCandless does it again. His 7th of the night. John Patty comes up to the plate. He singled in his last plate appearance, was stranded at second base back in the second inning. That was the inning the Zap hit around, got 3, but since then they have got nothing. Noah McCandless 1 batter away from going 1-2-3 for 2 straight innings. That one's going to be hit softly over to Bachman. He waits for it to come to him. Corrals throwing the money. 1-2-3. A quick and easy inning once again for Noah McCandless. We're through 3.5 innings. We go to the bottom half of the 4th, an 8-run lead for the Sasquatch in this one.
Jet Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance. We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today and let's get you to your peak.
Chaz Crook due up to the plate now for the Sasquatch. He takes ball one outside. New pitcher in the game for the Zap here in the bottom of the fourth. It's Colin Quandy. David Chase manning third base. He's the third base coach. And Keegan Weston in his shin pads. He is going to be coaching first base. A unique look over there at first for Mr. Weston after having a nice day in game one with an RBI double. 2 RBI double, excuse me, into deep right field. He went opposite into the corner, got 2 RBIs. Crook fouls it off. It goes 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Quandy. Crook left center field on a rope. That's going to be a single for the Sasquatch third baseman. It's a leadoff base runner for the Sasquatch, trying to put some more runs on the board here in the bottom of the fourth.
And for the Sasquatch, catcher Christian Soto.
Christian Soto up to the plate. Doubled back in the first inning to deep right field and then walked in his last plate appearance in the second inning, was stranded at third base. The Sasquatch were unable to drive him in, but now with the chance with a runner at first being Chaz Crook with no outs still remaining. Soto watches out in the dirt, gets by Trumpold. Crook's going to take his free bag. He'll go to second. An RBI opportunity for Christian Soto. That one got by Carson Trumpold, and now it allows Christian Soto to have a chance to add more RBIs onto his night. He's 1 for 1 with a double. We'll see what he can do here. He's manning the dish today for the Sasquatch, and this is a bat if it wakes up for the Squatch. Just adds to the depth that this team possesses on the offensive side of the ball. Soto upstairs, left center field on a line. That one's going to drop. Christian Soto's going to get a base. They're going to hold the runner up at third. He didn't take off in time. Didn't know if that one's going to get caught, but Christian Soto's got a single.
Heading for Spearfish Sasquatch, right fielder Daniel Thiessen.
Daniel Thiessen come up to the plate. Runner on first and third. A chance to get an RBI in his night. He's 0 for 2. Ground out the third and went down swinging. Takes that pitch, drills it down the third base line, but foul, chopped it over. David Chase couldn't make the play. That's why he's a pitcher. His body's moving in the bullpen. We'll see who the Sasquatch go to if Noah McCandless can go another inning. Here's the pitch to Thiessen. Way upstairs, Carson Trumpold showing the athleticism, keeps it in front of him. It's a 1-1 count. That one almost resulted in another run being scored by a wild pitch. Already 2 of those so far today. That would have been number 3. And the wild pitch runs would have tied the zap. That one in the dirt. Keeps it in front of him. It's going to be another ball. Jack Sutton warming up in the bullpen for the Sasquatch. We saw Jack pitch in Dickinson. It was pretty solid for the Sasquatch, the freshman from Augustana University. He's been a good two-way player for the Sasquatch team since showing up a mere week ago. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, catches the zone on the tall Daniel Thiessen. Count goes even at 2-2. A simple ball almost anywhere in the field. Gets a run home and gets an RBI on Thiessen's night. With 0 outs, you can even get a double play that scores a run. We'll have to see what happens here. Fouls off the 2-2. He'll see another one. Top of the order set to roll over. Bryson Hoyer is going to get his 4th hack of the game here in the 4th inning. Still looking for his first hit on the day in game 1. Was 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch and scored. Walked, it was walked and is 0 for 2 so far today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Thiessen again. That one misses low and away. Count goes full. Daniel Thiessen with a full count against Colin Quandary. Let's see what he can do here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging again. The 2nd strikeout of the day for Daniel Thiessen and the big first out of the inning for Colin Quandary and the Oahe Zap as they're trying to keep this one within at least a little bit of reach. It's an 8-run lead for the Sasquatch. A chance to add more with 2 runners on the base paths. Bryson Hoyer comes to the plate. Bryson Hoyer up to the plate looking for his first hit of the ball game. 0 for 2. He walked to lead off this game, stole a bag, go to second, get in scoring position, came around to score. Big swing and a miss on that one. Little off balance. Bryson Hoyer goes down 0-1 in the count. Seth Nelson on deck, due up. Also for the 4th time, he tripled to score Hoyer in the 1st inning and opened the scoring. Since then, 0 for 2. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bryson Hoyer. Leaves it off low and away. Trumple tried to stick his glove and bring it back in. He failed. It's a 1-1 count. We'll have to see if Noah McCandless' night is done. It is Jack Sutton looks like he's going to get hot very soon in the bullpen. Right now, just getting loose. 1-1 count to Bryson Hoyer. Skies down high in the air in foul territory down the first baseline. Giving chase over that first, but runs out of room was Villabrile. Count goes 1-2 to the Sasquatch center fielder, choking up on the bat here at the 1-2 count. Just got to shorten up the swing and try to put something in play. Get an RBI in your night at least. He was hit to start game 1 of the day. Ended up scoring with a stolen base. He walked, ended up scoring with a stolen base in this one, but since then, hasn't got a hit in either game. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Hoyer. That one's in the dirt. Count goes 2-2. Crook stays at third. Trumple scoops that one up. Seth Nelson, Ryan Bachman due up on deck and in the hole. The Sasquatch looking to get something up this inning after a goose egg going up in the 3rd. This is the 4th batter of the inning. Hoyer puts that one down the right field line and foul into the Sasquatch bullpen. He'll see another pitch. Jack Sutton giving chase over there in the bullpen. 2-2 count. Count remains the same. Bryson Hoyer fighting off every pitch that Colin Quandary is going to throw to him, looking to try to get his pitch to send in the outfield and drive home a run and get a hit on his night. Here's the pitch. Hoyer fouls off another one. Was just under that one. It was a little inside. Might have been a weak fly ball if he made contact with it. Nonetheless, another 2-2 pitch. Bryson Hoyer fighting off every single pitch that Quandy's throwing, refusing to go down again. He struck out and grounded out to third base to end both the 1st and 2nd inning. Watches that one bounce to the plate low. Count goes full. Bryson Hoyer with a full count now. Christian Soto on first base. If this ball gets in the gap, it'll score 1 easily. We'll see if Soto gets on his horse around the base paths. Hoyer's going to sky that one up in the air. That one jammed him. It's going to go foul again, fighting off everything this at-bat. Both sides refuse to go down. 10th pitch of the AB. Bryson Hoyer with a very quality at-bat, running up the pitch count to Colin Quandary. Here's the payoff pitch again. That one's low. Hoyer's going to go to first, and Crook's going to come home as that one got away from Trumpold. I think he forgot there was a runner on third base because a run scores. It's 12-3 Sasquatch. Bryson Hoyer has 2 walks on the night. He's reached base 3 times on the day, 2 via a walk and 1 via being struck by a pitch. Brings up Seth Nelson for the 4th time today. With runners on first and second, he had that big triple to right field in the first inning, lined out on an absolute rocket directly back to Daniel Clark to lead off the 3rd inning, robbed him of his second base hit of the night. Only 9 hits on the day, but 12 runs for the Sasquatch as they look to make it more. Here's Seth Nelson. Takes the first pitch outside for a strike. Didn't like that one. Caught the outer third of the zone. And it's going to be an 0-1 count to the Sasquatch DH. A lot of speed over there at first with Hoyer. Already got a stolen bag on the night. So if this ball goes in a gap, could be 2 more RBIs to his night. We'll have to see how aggressive Hoyer is and how aggressive assistant coach Anthony Peterson is if that opportunity presents itself. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Tags the bag, goes to first, not in time. Nelson beats it. The second out of the inning, it was a weak ground ball hit over to Seagraves. He tagged the bag at second to get the lead runner in Bryson Hoyer. But Christian Soto advances to third. Seth Nelson reaches first, extends the inning. Ryan Bachman comes to the plate. He's got 2 singles with a sacrifice fly to center field back in the first inning. His 4th at-bat of the inning. A chance to add an RBI to his night. Another one after getting that first RBI in the first inning via sac fly to center field. Runners on the corners for Ryan Bachman. That one inside, almost got a piece when we moved out of the way. He would have gotten, that would have been, I believe, his 8th hit by pitch of the year. Him and DJ Van Atten neck and neck in the Sasquatch lead in that category. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Cronji out of the stretch. Puts it outside, got the zone. It's a 1-1. Looks like that zone's gotten a little bit bigger as this game's progressed. A 9-run lead for the Sasquatch. I can understand why. 1-1 count with 2 away. Nelson standing at first, a very small lead. That one upstairs at the eyes of Ryan Bachman. He leaves it off at the 2-1. I wouldn't expect to see Nelson take off. He's taken off on contact with being 2 outs. I would not expect to see him steal a bag, try to get in scoring position. Although, if he can get a good jump, might not be a terrible idea, but we've seen so many wild pitches, he might just be able to advance that way. That one upstairs almost was a wild pitch, but Carson Trumpold catches that one one-handed over the head of Ryan Bachman. Count goes 3-1. DJ Van Atten standing on deck. You do not want to load the bases for that man who's already made you pay with a ball that hasn't landed yet over into left field. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch to Ryan Bachman. Swings on that one, left center gap. This one's going back, giving chase his Lau. He's going to make the catch in the gap. That'll end the inning. 2 runners strand, but a run comes across. It's 12-3.
I want to shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. And she loves me, yeah, she loves me, and it blows my mind.
Hey, nice try.
Yeah, it blows my mind. She's my lover.
A lot of defensive substitutions for the Sasquatch as we come here in the top of the 5th inning. Noah McCandless still on the bump, but we got a lot of changes here, defensively and offensively, swinging the bat. Soto remains behind the plate. McCandless remains on the mound. That one's chopped up the middle to the new shortstop, Parker Bledgy. Moving over, the throw's in the dirt. The scoop from Van Atten. The throw in time off a hop. The new shortstop, Parker Bledgy, he has lined up at every infield position today but first base. Started game 1 at third base. Went over to second once Ryan Bachman couldn't return to the game. Now lines up at short. The new third base, Jack Sutton, he mans third base. Parker Bledgy mans shortstop. Second base is manned by Gage Crott in this one. And DJ Van Atten remains at first. First pitch going to be called a ball. Chaz Crook manning left field. Thiessen still in right. And Oliver Wilson is in center field. A little confusion up here in the booth on that one as McCandless gets a big swing and miss at that breaking ball. Head coach Jarrett Hunt giving his guys some playing time here with Oliver Wilson getting some action in the outfield. He is technically a two-way player. Swings the bat left-handed, plays in the outfield. He finds himself manning center field. McCandless, another one gone down looking. My saying stands true. Another strikeout looking for the Zap for the second out here in the top of the 5th. The beer batter struck out for the second time today. My goodness, he's making this crowd a happy couple. This crowd is pretty happy right now. A lot of free beer and a lot of cheap beer, from Tyler Hoffman. Brings up Gage Huffman, the DH. He represents the third out. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Noah McCandless, since giving up those 3 runs, had a little bit of a hiccup there. Might have been due, I'm going to say it was probably due to the 6 runs the Sasquatch put up after the first inning that made McCandless wait. He wasn't even thrown in the bullpen. He was just sitting there cold. That one up high, it missed. Count goes 2-0 now to Gage Huffman. That was strikeout number 8 on McCandless' night. A chance to have 9 Ks through 5 innings for Noah McCandless would be huge right here. We'll see if he can do it, but he's down 2-0 to Gage Huffman. Preston Lau standing on deck if needed in this one. But McCandless trying to go 1-2-3 for what would be the 3rd straight 1-2-3 since allowing 3 runs in the second. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one at the letters, it missed. Count goes 3-0. Now if you're McCandless, just got to throw competitive fastballs and try to fight back in this one. But for now, it's a 3-0 count. First pitch on that one, strike. 3-1 count now, trying to fight back. Noah McCandless trying to fight back and go and get another strikeout on his night, or at least try to get a 1-2-3. Finds a zone on that one, evens it up at 3-2. Count was 3-0. Noah McCandless fights back with 2 competitive strikes. Gage Huffman hasn't swung at either of them. And it's a full count. 1 pitch away from getting out of this one and going 1-2-3 once again. Here's Noah McCandless. Swing and a miss, number 9. Goodbye, Gage Huffman. He strikes out swinging again. That is number 9 on the night for Noah McCandless. 1-2-3, part 3, the 3rd time in a row. We go to the next inning. The Sasquatch looking to close out this one and get another win in the books. Bottom 5.
New games every month at the Lodge. We are constantly updating our gaming floor with the latest fun games to keep our guests entertained with new games every month. For the freshest selection of slot machines in town, make the Lodge at Deadwood your gaming destination. The locals' choice for gaming excitement with the newest games is the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
DJ Van Aden here to lead off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Takes a big hack at the first pitch. Fouls it off. It's going to be 0-1 early. Colin Quandy back out onto the bump for the Zap. They trail by 9 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. This is a 7-inning game to the doubleheader. So 6 outs remaining for their offense to try to make up that 9-run deficit. And so far, Noah McCandless pitching a gem out there on the mound. Van Aden watches that one go low for ball 1. Talked to DJ a little bit after game 1. Just went down to the dugout. Gave him a little bit of a joke. Game 1 in this series, he was hit 3 times. Then talked to him a little bit and said, hey, how'd it feel to get hit again and walked again? He just said he wanted to pitch the hit. Well, he got one back in the first inning, and I don't know if it's landed yet. I mean, I'm not sure. We might have to have someone go out there and check. But now it's a 2-1 count. He watches that one go low. DJ Van Aden with a chance to get on base with a leadoff base runner for the Squatch as they try to extend their lead. Van Aden watches that one low again for a ball. 3-1. Quandy has not located since the first pitch strike to Van Aden that got him swinging. Parker Bledgy standing on deck for the Sasquatch. He's going to get his first at-bat of the ball game. We'll see if it's with a runner on base or not. Here's a 3-1 to Van Aden. Big swing at that one at the ground ball over to short. Seager's going to charge in. Van Aden with speed. The throw's lofty. He beat it. No, he's out. Oh, my goodness. There's no way. That's got to be a beneficial call just to get out of here with a 9-run lead. But, oh, my goodness. DJ Van Aden almost with an infield single gets called out. Luis Reyes comes to the plate. No, excuse me, Parker Bledgy comes to the plate. Watching the replay, he beat that throw. He beat the throw. By the time the ball at the glove, he was already past the plate. Not a pretty call over there. But nonetheless, one away. Parker Bledgy up to the plate now. His first plate appearance of the day. Oliver Wilson set to get some hacks in. He stands on deck. 0-1 count to Bledgy after he waved at the first pitch. That one high at his head. He leaves it off for a 1-1 count. Parker Bledgy. Oh my God. Wait, you can't pick it up. 1-1 count from Bledgy. Here's the pitch. Skies that one high in the air in the foul territory. Giving chase over at first is via Brile. Not going to make the catch. It's going to go into the stands here. And all the kids flock to it, trying to get a Squatch buck. 1-2 count, one away. Oliver Wilson standing on deck. Bledgy in a 1-2 count. Looking to get a one-out base runner for the Sasquatch. Would be a big spot to do it, trying to add some more insurance runs on this one. That one way upstairs might have been over his head. Count goes even 2-2. Lance Schaff throwing in the bullpen. Looks like he's starting to get a little hot. We'll have to see if that's it for Noah McCandless. Might be on that threshold of needing an extra day's rest, so that might be it for his night. 2-2 count to Bledgy. Skies down high in the air to shallow left field. Going back, makes the catch at short is Seagraves to retire Bledgy. So you guys got the ground out where he supposedly gunned DJ Van Aden at first in a bang-bang play. Retires that one on a soft fly ball from Bledgy, and it brings up Oliver Wilson. Oliver Wilson for his first at-bat of the game. Wilson, 2 plate appearances. He is 1 for 2. Swings and misses at that one in the dirt. 500 average on the season. For Oliver Wilson, excuse me. Usually a pitcher for this Sasquatch team. Arguably their ace so far this year. He's down 0-1 in this count. Watches that one go upstairs for a strike on the upper outer half. 0-2 count quickly to Oliver Wilson. Wilson on the year, 19 1/3 innings pitch and a 2.9 ERA. Good for the best of a starting pitcher for this Sasquatch team. Grounds down over to the first base line, foul. He's looking to get on base again. Oliver Wilson, last plate appearance that Oliver had was in Fremont where he got a base hit, his first of the year. Looking to double that and get his second base hit right here with Chaz Crooks standing on deck and Christian Soto in the hole if needed. Here's the pitch to Oliver Wilson from Quandy. 0-2 count. way upstairs. A couple pitches just look like they might have slipped away from Colin Quandy because they've gone up at the chin of Oliver Wilson. And it's a 1-2 count. Had a couple go to the chin of Parker Bledgy, had a couple go to the chin of DJ Van Atten, and now a couple to the chin of Oliver Wilson. Another one at the chin. Count goes even 2-2 with 2 away to Oliver Wilson, who mans center field for the Sasquatch right now. Head coach Jarrett Hunt giving some of the guys ABs, giving some guys a little bit extra rest before they go to Pier for 4 more games, needing wins. That one in the dirt. Wilson's fought back. Full count to Oliver Wilson. Chance to get on base once again. He's 1 for 2 in his Sasquatch career at the plate. And he's looking to try to get on base for a second time. Full count, Oliver Wilson. Maybe trying to work the count a little bit, can dig deeper into this Zap pitching staff. Heard him later in the weekend. That one outside. Oliver Wilson takes his bag. A 2-out walk for Oliver Wilson. He gets his on-base percentage to .667 on the year. 2 for 3 with a single. Chaz Crook steps up to the plate. He's got 2 singles tonight, has scored 3 times. He's been seeing the ball well at the plate. We'll see what he can do here. Sends that one weakly over to third. Beavers corrals it. The cross diamond throw is going to be in time to beat Crook and end the inning. No runs come across. We go to the top of the 6th. 6 outs remaining, 6 outs away from the Sasquatch, securing 3 straight home wins. Jack Sutton going to take the bump for the Squash as they try to close it out.
Placement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Apologies to the folks back at home. It is not Jack Sutton on the mound. Forgotten that he came in to play third base for the Sasquatch. It's going to be Lance Schaff, the lefty from Montana State Billings. He's onto the bump to try to finish this one out here in the top of the 6th inning. The Sasquatch looking to go home. A pinch hitter for the Zap. It's going to be Yuki Gushi. We saw him in game 1 of the pinch hitter. He swings to the first pitch from Schaff. Leaves off the second, but it's a strike. And he's down 0-2 early. Schaff working quickly. He's got 2 strikes already. Let's see if he can get a 3-pitch strikeout here to start the top of the 6th. 6 lives remaining for the Zap. Upstairs and away. Gushi leaves that one off. It's a 1-2 count from Schaff. Lance Schaff on the season. A 7.5 ERA. He started 3 games for this Sasquatch team. Absolute beautiful breaking ball. Froze him. He goes down on 4 pitches. Lance Schaff, that was dirty. He gets the first strikeout of the night. Another backwards K. The 5th backwards K of this game, the 10th of the day between 2 games. This is the start of the 13th inning of play, and the Zap have gone down looking 10 times as a team. That one low and inside for ball 1 from Schaff. Jacob Trustner pinch hitting and will play first base. He's pinch hitting for Brandon Villabrile. His night is done after going 0 for 2. 2-0 count early to Trustner. Schaff trying to get through this inning quickly and maybe close out this game 1-2-3 back to back. That one's going to be chopped weakly down the third base line. Charging in is Sutton. It's a dead ball. It's in the place where no one can get to it. They try to get it to go foul. It's going to be an infield single for Trustner. Carson Trumpold remains in the game at catcher. He's going to take a few rips here. He's got a single and came around to score, but struck out swinging in the 3rd inning in his last plate appearance. Was the first victim of the 1-2-3 in his last plate appearance. Sasquatch have gone 1-2-3 in 3 straight innings. That's the first base runner, and it's via an infield single. Fouls that one off as Trumpold. Count goes 0-1. Soto gonna reach on his arm. Looks like that one fouled off his left elbow. Gonna give him a minute to walk it off. He's going to get attended to by the training staff, but he appears to be fine. They just want to take a look at the elbow and make sure he's okay. Christian Soto having himself a day. He's set to lead off in the next inning. Would hate for him to get pulled here, waiting to see if he can potentially get his 3rd hit of the night next inning when he's set to, set to lead off. Christian Soto's okay. He goes back beyond the dish. Lance Schaff with an 0-1 count. Trying to retire Carson Trumpold. And get away from that infield single by Jacob Trustner. Infield goes back to the original spots after that one. It's an 0-1 count to Trumpold. That one inside in the dirt. Count goes 1-1 to the Zap catcher. 5 outs remaining on the Zaps night offensively. They trail by 9. If you're going to get some runs anytime, now's the time to try to chip away and avoid going to the last inning with a 9-run deficit. That would just be almost admitting defeat. That one outside. It's a 2-1 count after the first pitch fouls off. A quick little break to attest to Soto after taking a foul ball off the elbow. It's 2-1. Schaff has thrown 2 straight pitches out of the zone. Schaff's going to look at the runner at first, a very small lead. That one in the dirt again at the feet of Trumpold. It's a 3-1 count. After the little break to attest to Soto, 3 straight pitches have missed the zone. And right now, if you're Lance Schaff, this just needs to be maybe just a fastball or something, a pitch you trust that you can locate. It is a fastball. Skied in the air in foul territory, giving chase to Soto. He'll run out of room. It'll land right on the guest services tent here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Count goes full with 1 away. Eric Lemberg, the right fielder, waiting on deck. Carson Trumpold now in a full count. He singled, came around to score, and struck out. He could do either or right here. We'll have to see if he'll either get his 2nd base hit, his first walk, or potentially his 2nd strikeout and Schaff's 2nd strikeout of the inning. Schaff sets at the waist, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Upstairs and away, he walked him. Trustner goes to 2nd. Trumpold has walked. He gets on base for the 2nd time today. He's still 1 for 2. Another pinch hitter, for the Zap. It's Colby Rich. He's going to pinch hit for Lundberg. Colby Rich probably going to take over right field as well. He played left field in game 1. Now comes up the pinch hit with runners on 1st and 2nd. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. This would be where you need a ground ball, kick an inning-ending double play, get your offense to put some more insurance runs on the board. Just get out of this one before the rain settles in. The clouds looking a little bit scary over in the direction of Crow's Peak right now. They're low, and they're covering Crow's Peak. Doesn't look very fun. Sasquatch trying to just close this one out and go home. That one's going to be skied high in the air in foul territory. Soto gives chase, going to land in the same exact spot. This one's going to go right around, hit the concession stand. We saw Colby Rich in the first game, only had 2 plate appearances in the 9 spot. Singled and was gunned at second, trying to extend it to a double, and struck out looking. One of 10 Oahe batters that has gone down looking so far in these 2 games combined. He's down 0-2. We'll see if potentially could be his second time looking. 0-2 count, runners on first and second. Here's the pitch from Schaff. Not looking, but he goes down swinging in the dirt. Colby Rich strikes out for the second out of the inning. Lance Schaff has got 2. Andrew Beaver's going to come up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with the strikeout. Went down looking back in the 4th inning. For the second out of that 1-2-3 from Noah McCandless. He's going to look to get his second base hit of the night, potentially get an RBI and make this one at least a little more manageable than the current 9 that it stays in right now. First pitch fouls off back into the backstop. Count goes 0-1 quickly. David Chase runs, gets that ball behind the backstop. Schaff goes back on the bump. 0-1. Gage Crockett will hold the runner. Going to be looking to hold the runner. He's just going to back off. Here's the pitch from Schaff. That one's fouled off again. Gets up 0-2. The one lefty arm in the Sasquatch rotation at all. Bullpen, starting rotation, anything. The one lefty pitcher the Sasquatch have not named Lance Schaff, Oliver Wilson. So one of the 2, and Lance a first half player. Losing him once the month of July starts. We're going to go down to one lefty, and it's going to be Oliver Wilson. That one's going to be chopped weakly over to third. Sutton charging in. He's just going to tag the bag. That'll do it. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to third. Does Sasquatch get through the top of the 6th? Bottom of the 6th, the last chance to bat for Spearfish Christian Soto to lead off. Zach Roman set the lead off. He will take place of Christian Soto in this one. Micah Larson due up to the plate. Zach Roman's in his first Sasquatch at-bat, and potentially, I'd have to assume, his first collegiate at-bat as he redshirted at the University of Minnesota Mankato this year. 0-1 count now as Romans fouls off the first pitch. The dugout's going to love this at-bat. That pitch going to find the zone. Micah Larson onto the mound. Now here is Zach Roman in an 0-2 count. Looking to get a PO base hit. Big swing and miss on that one. Goes down swinging in 3 pitches. Zach Romans strikes out to lead off the 6th. Daniel Thiessen going to come up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the night, looking for his first base hit, as struck out swinging twice. Squatch looking to add a little more insurance run. Doubt they get to the bottom of the 7th unless the Zap have a 9-run top of the 7th inning planned. We'll have to see. Thiessen going to hit that one foul from Larson. It's an 0-1. Larson working efficiently. 3 pitches to Roman. Struck him out on 3 pitches, and now Daniel Thiessen down in an 0-1 count early. Have to see if he can get his first hit of the game. Larson on the season, not a very good start. 2 2/3, and it's been a rough 2 2/3. Beautiful pitch right there. Just missed the zone. Count goes 1-1. Larson's got 2 strikeouts. No walks in his 2 2/3, but a north of 20 ERA, so not some stats that he likes right now. Looking to lower that ERA with a quick inning against the Squatch. Thiessen in the left field down the line. This one might be extra bases. He's going to round first, go for 2. The throw from Preston Lau is not going to be in time. Daniel Thiessen is standing up in second with a double. His first base knock of the night. Daniel Thiessen rips one down the left field line into the corner. He stands on second. He could be the 13th run of the game for this Squatch team. Jack Sutton to the plate now with a runner on second base. He has a chance to get another RBI onto the board for the Sasquatch and make it a 10-run lead. Larson locates the first pitch for a strike. On deck for the Sasquatch. It's a big name. You know him. Just got here during the Dickinson series. It's another PO. It's Chan Yoon. Should get an at-bat here. Unless an unorthodox double play happens, but I'm going to doubt that happens. Sutton in the center field. That's going to drop for a single. Hits the ground as Patty. They're going to hold up Thiessen. It's going to be a single for Sutton, and now Chan Yoon has an RBI opportunity.
Batting for the Sasquatch, number 21, Chan Yoon.
Yoon up to the plate now with an RBI chance. A runner at third, a PO at bat again, the last PO at bat we had. Was Zach Romans, went down swinging on 3 pitches. We'll see if Yoon can change that. Yoon got here in the Dickinson series, waiting for his first appearance, and this dugout is loving it. Let's see if he can put one in play against Michael Larson. He's going to chop that one towards third. Beaver's going to make the play. He goes to second. Yoon beat the throw at first. It's an RBI for Chan Yoon on a fielder's choice. The PO reaches base on a fielder's choice, and it's 13-3 Sasquatch. Chan Yoon an RBI. Oh my goodness, it's a PO RBI. You love to see him.
Number 11, Gage Crop.
Gage Crott up to the plate now, playing second base for Ryan Bachman. He comes up to the plate. They're going to check Yoon over at first. He's in there safely. Can we get Chan Yoon to take off right here? First base coach.
Levi's on deck.
Levi Graham on deck. Another one. Levi Graham on deck. We'll see if he gets an at-bat here. Another PO would be amazing, but Gage Crott for now at second. Yoon took off. Crott fouls it off. It's a 1-1 count. Yoon's going to have to jog all the way back to first. A little more running than POs are used to. Yoon getting in the workout today. Has not thrown yet, but he's getting in the work. Zach Roman's getting loose in the bullpen. Could we see him for another inning of work? Here's the 1-1 to Gage Crott with one away. Yoon's going to take off. The slider. Yoon going towards the bag. Chan Yoon is in at second, and he is. He should be safe. No call is made. He is safe at the bag. Chan Yoon has a stolen base. An RBI and a stolen base. Oh, my goodness. Can do it all. He slipped on it, and he still got there. Chan Yoon. And they're going to check him. They're going to try to pick him off. He's going to sprint back to the bag. Here's the pitch to Gage Crott. That one off the glove. He thought about taking off. He'll return to second. Two-two count to Gage Crott now. One away. Levi Graham another. PO on deck if needed, unless an unorthodox double play happens again after Chan Yoon stole that base. The traditional 4-6-3, 6-4-3, or a 5-4-3 ruled out. So we'll have to see Levi Graham step in the left-hand batter's box. Now 2-2 to Gage Crott. Sends that one high in the air into foul territory. Giving chase over at first is Trustner. That one's not going to be catchable. He's going to see another 2-2 pitch. Sorry, there is two away in this inning, so we need Gage Crott to get on base if Levi Graham is going to get in that bat. Gage Crott with a 2-2 count, two away. Levi Graham standing on deck if needed. We can see a third POAB this inning if Gage Crott can extend the inning with a base hit. Yoon's going to take off again. Crott goes down swinging. That'll end the inning. One run comes across, 10-run lead. Sasquatch looking to close it out. Zach Romans is jogging onto the field. We'll have to see. Lance Schaff is going to take the mound, but Zach Romans is going to go into the outfield.
Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Do you know the locals' choice for gaming excitement? It's the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. With new games arriving every month, our selection of slot machines is the freshest in town. You can always find a game with our card tables open 24 hours a day. And parking is free and easy at the Lodge, with the area's largest free parking only steps away from our front door. Enjoy spacious and comfortable gaming at the Lodge at Deadwood, the locals' choice.
Lance Schaff back out of the bump. A little more defensive substitutions. Left field, Zach Romans takes over after his AB. DJ Van slides from first to the hot corner at third, and Jack Sutton goes from third to first. And a new catcher in the game, relieving Christian Soto after he was pinch hit that we saw Zach Romans take the AB. Parker Bledgy is going to be catching. I don't know if Parker's ever caught before, at least in college. I'm going to have to ask him. But he's catching Lance Schaff, which is gotta be a pretty nice moment for college teammates in school ball to catch each other. And it's a 1-2 count early on to the leadoff hitter of the inning, John Patty. 1 for 2 on the night with a single, was stranded at second back in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Lance Schaff strikes him out. Bledgy throws down, and there's 2 outs remaining in this one. Justin Ross, a pinch hitter. He's going to pinch hit for Trevor Seagraves. Justin Ross, 2 outs remaining in this one. They trail by 10. First pitch misses low. Bledgy keeps in front of him. That's a veteran scoop right there. That's a veteran scoop from a veteran catcher in Parker Bledgy. Here's a 1-0 count from Lance Schaff. That one inside. Bledgy tried to pull it back in. It missed. It's a 2-0 count to Justin Ross. A great defensive layout right now for the Sasquatches. That one finds his own. Parker Bledgy behind the dish. TJ Van Atten at third, Chaz Cook at short, Gage Crott at second, Jack Sutton at first, and in the outfield, Zach Romans, Oliver Wilson, and Daniel Thiessen. Big swing and miss on that one. 2-2 count. 2-0, 2 straight strikes, and Lance Schaff has himself a pitcher's count. It's 2-2. That one low in the dirt, bounces away from Bledgy. Count goes full to Justin Ross. Ross looking for just his second hit of the night, or of the year, excuse me. We'll see if he can do it. He gets on base, though, with a full count walk. Tyler Hoffman comes to the plate, the beer batter. He has 2 strikeouts tonight and a walk. The beer batter struck out twice. Unfortunately, beer sales are closed here in Spearfish, South Dakota, with 2 outs remaining in this one. Don't want any folks driving home. Never mind. They are not closed due to it being a doubleheader. That one's going to get over the head of Bledgy. It's going to go all the way around the Sasquatch dugout. The guy's got to get out of the way, hit the metal pole, bounces in there. Ross going to take his base after the wild pitch. Tyler Hoffman with 2 strikeouts already, looking to give the folks here at Black Hills Energy Stadium free beer once more. Since it's a 7-inning game, there is no rule on closure. That one up high again, gets away from Bledgy. Ross is going to take off. He's going to advance to third. That's going to be a pass ball. That one bounces out of the glove of Parker Bledgy. Real question I think we all got to ask ourselves up here. Whose equipment is he wearing? My guess would be Keegan Weston. But really, who knows? That one up high. It's a 3-0 count to Tyler Hoffman. Gage Huffman standing on deck, the DH today. He's also 0 for 3, excuse me. He's got 2 strikeouts. Tyler Hoffman has already walked once. 3-0 pitch. He does it again. Runners on the corners. Tyler Hoffman walks. And Gage Huffman's going to come up to the plate now. Lance Schaff looking to get out of this one. Potentially a ground ball away from this makeshift infield, turning a double play. Gage Huffman up to the plate now. He's 0 for 3 with 2 swinging strikeouts. Now with runners on the corners here in the last inning. That one misses just high. Going to be a 1-0 count to the DH. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Schaff. That one high again. Bledgy pops up, keeps it in front. It's a 2-0 count. Schaff having trouble locating right now. Honestly surprised we're not seeing DJ Van Atten pitch. That's who I expected to see in this 7th inning, but they gave Lance another inning. He's going to hit a batter. Bases are juiced. Another pinch hitter. No, excuse me, Yuki Gushi's going to come to the plate. He is 0 for 1, struck out looking on his first plate appearance. He comes up with the bases juiced and 1 away, trailing by 10. Lance Schaff's had some control issues, 2 straight walks and a hit by pitch after striking out John Patty to lead off the inning. Head coach Jared Hunt's going to come talk to his left-handed pitcher to see what he does. No action in the bullpen at all, so going to have to see what's going on here. Just going to talk to Lance, calm him down. Maybe go to Romans in left or Sutton at first, and Sutton takes over, put a new first baseman at the bag. So many possibilities. DJ Van Atten at third could even come pitch. Quick mound visit from head coach Jarrett Hunt. And Schaff's going to stay on the mound. But after 2 straight walks and a hit by pitch, with a wild pitch and a pass ball, bases are juiced. With 1 away, it's a 10-run lead for the Sasquatch. Yuki Gushi up to the plate, looking for his first hit of the night from first hit of the year, from Hiroshima, Japan. He has walked twice, but he has not gotten a hit in his 16 plate appearances. Checks his swing on the first pitch, gets called for a strike. It's an 0-1 count. Infield now holding the runners. Bledgy's got to keep baseballs in front of him, keep this a 10-run lead. That one's going to be skied high in the air in the infield. Schaff and Bledgy going for it. Bledgy calls him off, makes a catch on the first base line. 2 away, 1 out away from 3 straight wins at home for the Sasquatch before they go to Pierre. Carson Trumbull to the plate. Representing the last out and the last life in this one, down 10 with the bases juiced. Swings at the first pitch in the dirt for a strike. This is Jacob Trustner. Trumbull stands on deck. Jacob Trustner puts that one weakly at third. Van Atten rushing the throw to first in time. That'll do it. 13-3 win, 3 wins at home versus the Oahe Zap. The Sasquatch finished the first half with a 3-game win streak at home. They go to finish it with 4 on the road in Pierre this weekend to finish out the first half action, looking to finish above 500 in the first half. Winnings out of the picture, but a respectable 13-12 record is very much in play. Make sure to stay tuned for Sasquatch After Hours. We're going to talk to a few players from today here on the postgame show with me, Sean Massa. Sean Massa joined by our player of the game for game 2 of this doubleheader. 2 wins for the Sasquatch versus Zap. Christian Soto. Christian 2 for 2 with an absolute smoke double on the opposite side down the right field line. What were you seeing out there today at the plate?
Lately I've been really up ahead. I try to stay back and just work the other way, and it came out in my favor, and I was able to crush the double.
And then obviously you had that other single where a runner got held up, but 2 RBIs on your night. Do you think it's going to help you pick up a little steam going throughout the season, a little bit of confidence, you know?
For sure. You know, they're finally starting to fall, so I'm just glad about that, and I just hope they keep swinging it well.
Has that kind of been your mentality all season? Because I know from watching you on the road, watching you at home, almost every game you play, you make a lot of contact, but a lot of times, one of the most unluckiest hitters I've ever seen in my life. Has that kind of been your mentality, just keep on swinging the bat?
Yeah, I try not to get in my head too much. You know, there's going to be times where I'm going to get down, but I just got to maintain with my head up and just keep trying to hit the ball hard anywhere.
Thank you, Christian. All right, we're going to hear from the game 1 player of the game. Dylan Ritchie's going to come up next up here in the booth. We're going to have one more after him, but for now, Dylan Ritchie. Dylan, 7 innings, technically a complete game in a shortened game 1 of the doubleheader. Efficient, 78 pitches. I got to ask you, you had 5 strikeouts looking. Was there any kind of certain mentality you're taking with 0-2 after the first couple went down looking?
Just be quick with it. I mean, just get outs. That was the goal today, see how far we can get, and I felt like I did pretty well doing that today.
And I got to ask about it. With 2 outs in the last inning, head coach Jared Hunt comes out to the mound. Lance Schaff and Ben Seminara come jogging from the dugout, and then all of a sudden, it kind of seems like you said no. What occurred in that mound visit, if you don't mind asking?
He just asked me, so do you want to keep on going? And I'm like, of course. I'm here already. I might as well. So, I mean, it was pretty much that simple.
I heard it was all, I'm going to throw one more pitch, and then you threw one more pitch. Was that true? That's the story I heard from our owner and general manager, Eric Schmidt. Would you care to comment on true or false? You don't have to really go in depth.
I was just thinking throw a curveball in the zone and see where he's going to hit it. I felt like I had him that specific hitter off balance all day with curveballs, so just go right back to it and see what happens.
Amazing performance out there, Dylan. Really a big time. The Sasquatch needed a big performance from a starting pitcher. Great performance out there. Thank you for doing that for us and getting us the game 1 win as we try to get some momentum going in the second half. We have one more interview coming right up. It's going to be Chan Yoon, the man of the hour, the PO, who gets an RBI and a stolen base. You're a PO.
Yeah.
How many swings have you taken in a competitive college game in your career?
Nothing. No.
Absolutely none. What was your mentality stepping into that box?
Oh, the game goes forward, and I was trying to make some fun. Yeah, and I hit his first pitch. It was good spot. I can make a RBI, and I was trying to steal base. Yeah, I made it.
and then you get on base. You take off once, it gets fouled off. You take off again. I'm assuming since you've never swung a bat in college, you never actually tried to steal a base either in college. What was that like going through your mind just as a PO, getting on base, getting an RBI to your night, and then stealing a bag and successful steal at that?
Yeah. I don't know how I made it. Well, I was trying to make some fun, yeah. And the guys say they keep saying, you don't steal, yeah.
You took a little stumble over there on your first step, and then you just took off running. I mean, did you just kind of trip over there off your jump? Never done it before, kind of just caught you off guard?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ewan. Sasquatch win both games today. Final score of game 1 was 4-0. In game 2, a whopping 13-3 victory. A dominating 3-game homestand going to Pierre to finish up the final 4 games in the first half with 4 road games against this same Zap team, looking to possibly finish 13-12 on the first half.